Good morning. So today I want to talk about something that happened to me. This morning I just had a strong impression, or I had this word impressed in my spirit this morning. It's called the word distillation. So I went to kind of do a little bit of research because I remember the word distillation is like we read about this in chemistry back in like high school, right? So it just came to me this morning, distillation. And distillation is a process. It's like kind of is a purification process, right? Like petroleum products and like essential oils and some products kind of have to pass through. And the end product, at the end of the day, the whole essence of the process of distillation is purification. So there are other subsets of the distillation process. You have the heating phase, you have the vaporization phase, and then you have the condensation phase, and then the cooling phase. So the heating phase, right? The substance is subjected to great heat, and the and then usually they have like different components within like the substance. And then once a particular substance hits its boiling point, it vaporizes, and then it kind of is passed through like another process, like a cooling tube, and then it condenses, and then it's collected, right? It's cooled down, and then it's collected, and that substance is purified. And the process can be repeated over and over many times, depending on all the components of the substance, right? They have to go through this process. And I kind of thought about it that many of us are like multi-layer, multi-talented, skilled people, that we have a lot of substances in us, and but we cannot just present those things to the world like that. We have to go through a process, a distillation process that sometimes involves heat. Heating is not pleasant, right? It's tough, it's rough, it's hard. You have to go through that purification process, and then the substance in you condenses, and then it cools down, and then it's collected, and when it's collected, it's purified. And this process can be repeated many times till you get all the substances out, right? And so many of us go through life, we go through these different processes. But the major big thing about it is the fact that it's a refining process. It's a process of becoming, and that's why it's a process. And many times it's not easy. It's more often than not very painful, but we have to go through it. Remember, because at the end of the day, the goal is to get a purified substance that will be a blessing to all and sundry. So, peradventure, you're going through your distillation process. Maybe you are in the heating phase, right? Endure, because your purified derivative awaits.